What is it you're waiting for right now? I feel like we all have something we're trying to be patient for and waiting on, whether that's a new job, a healed relationship, waiting to recover from an injury, or waiting on an unanswered prayer. I feel like, regardless of all the things we get, I feel like we're always longing for something else, never truly satisfied, always waiting impatiently for something to happen. And waiting sucks. Straight up sucks. But there's also a lot of growth that can come through these seasons of waiting, seasons of being patient, whatever it is that you're waiting for. These seasons of waiting can produce a lot of fruit in our lives and help us to develop that gift of patience, being able to wait faithfully and being present as we wait expectantly for whatever it is we're longing for. So whatever it is you're waiting for, just finding ways to be patient, be focused on the now, and not always longing for the next thing, which is much easier said than done. It sucks, but is fruitful. I don't know about you, but when I am waiting for something or praying for something to happen, I want it to happen ASAP, fast as possible, especially right now in an era where we have so many things that whenever we want it can just be given to us immediately. Like, we want entertainment, open up the phone, go through social media. If we want food, we got DoorDash, Uber Eats, can just get it delivered straight to you right away. You want something shipped to you, Amazon, get it there in 24 hours. We have so much instant gratification today that it's hard to want to wait for anything. But I think looking back, when there's been things I've been wanting or praying for, it's those seasons of waiting that have been most fruitful and productive, informative for me. I feel like that's where I've grown the most, and whether it's God's timing being different than mine or what I thought I wanted turns out to not actually be what would have been best for me, and God closes the door that I thought I wanted open, and it's actually for the best. So I think we can find comfort when we feel like prayers are unanswered, or we're waiting for something that there's a reason for it. It can be hard to know what that is at the time, but just allowing growth to happen, learning to become more patient, and not settling for good when there's potentially great things ahead. I think we can all be better at waiting and being more patient, focusing on the right now instead of just wishing for what's ahead. Because, like I said earlier, even when we get what we want, what we're praying for, there's just going to be something else that we wish for next. We're never truly satisfied, especially with worldly things and ambitions. There's a reason patience is one of the fruits of the Spirit. There's so many examples in the Bible of waiting for years and decades for something great ahead, but also those seasons of waiting being used to build people up and make them who they are, so that when they get what they've been waiting for, they're ready to receive it. I think of like Joseph in Genesis. He was 17 years old when he got into captivity and had 13 years of hardship and imprisonment before he, at 30 years old, became a ruler. Or Abraham and Sarah waited. God promised them a child and they waited for 25 years until that finally happened. Even Jesus was a businessman until he was 30. He was a carpenter and didn't start his ministry until he was in his 30s. And he was very patient before he started revealing who he was to everyone. And so God uses these waiting seasons to build us up and not to hurt us or make us angry or resentful. I think we just have to trust that there's good thing ahead, that there's a reason for our waiting, and just having trust that we'll either get what we prayed for or something better is ahead. Have patience and not worrying about the time frame, and instead just being faithful during that waiting season. And finally, just having hope that regardless of if we get what we wish for or not, having hope in our eternity being secure if you have your faith in God and given your life to Jesus. We have eternal hope that can't be shaken, can't be destroyed, regardless of what happens during our time on earth. So be patient and use the season of waiting to grow.